Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, we discuss a brand not often broached on the channel, but legitimate in luxury, and that includes its watchmaking activities. You're looking at the Hermès Arceau Le Temps Voyageur, a watch that is a timepiece designed to combine world time and a dual time, and a unique way of portraying it with a proprietary 144-piece module on top of a Vaucher base, and Hermès being a large stakeholder in Vaucher manufacture, you could reasonably call this a proprietary movement. So the case is steel, and the model you see here came out in 2022. And it's not that big at 38 millimeters in diameter, only 40.1 millimeters lug-to-lug, the 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs, and a 12.6 millimeter thickness. It's actually a lot thinner than it looks. On the wrist, you get a better sense of its actual size once a human being is in the frame. You can see this could actually wear on a man's wrist or a woman's wrist. I'd even recommend it for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference due to its extremely short lug-to-lug span. This Arceau case form factor, dating back to the 1970s, a long-running bit for Hermès, which nevertheless has only gotten really serious about watchmaking in the last few years. It's a comfortable watch, it's a legible watch, it's even a sporty watch in its way, straddling the world of the dress watch and the sports watch, and you can see the sort of asymmetrical lug profile of this watch that gives it a quirky character. The strap is high grade. As you can see, large rectangular symmetrical scale alligator leather in medium blue with a matte finish. It's an expensive cut of the animal. Monotone stitch, sheer cut side, lacquered for refinement with a rubber lining on the bottom. And the strap is made by Jean Rousseau of Paris, which makes the OEM straps for a lot of high-end brands like Journe and De Bethune. Pull tab spring bars, so you can pop the strap off the case with ease. And then we have a Hermès branded loop style pin buckle that echoes the design of the lugs, and it, like the watch, is steel. So you can see the profile of the watch fascinating in that it swells with a sort of cantilever to the bezel, which sort of arcs out over the flank of the case. This watch features a lot of unusual thought. So what we have here is a dial with multiple different focal planes and several different scales that demand your attention in turn. So the most obvious way to express what you're looking at is that each one of these 24 reference cities represents one of the 24 principal time zones of the world. And this dial rotates and orbits the dial. The little red index will always point to your current city. That is your city where you are. And then home time is the place where you are not. So this is where I am, this is where I am not. They're settable independently, and we're gonna show you, first actually, it's got a small amount of lume. Okay, full disclosure. Now we're gonna demonstrate how all of this actually works. So you can see, I've got that scrolling second time zone up at the top. I've got the primary time zone on the lacquered subdial below it, and we're going to go past 12 on the home time up here. So you can see that it is in 24-hour format, so you know if you're looking at day or night in that home time or remote reference time zone. A couple things to note. You do have little extensions explaining the use of summertime and wintertime relating to all of these cities. So if you're wondering what these little extensions mean, they relate to whether or not the cities use summer or winter differential times. Now the other thing you need to know is that the crown has an intermediate position where I can adjust that home time independently of the other times on the dial. So I can adjust it by itself in the intermediate position, or everything in sync when pulled out. But wait, there's more, because I can change my reference city using the jumper on the case flank. And you can see as my reference city changes, not only does the time change, but my local time zone orbits the dial. And so that's how that works. This is a very thoughtfully executed watch with unique typeface created for Hermes watches. So you can see this font is specific to Hermes watches. And then we have a map below in a combination of galvanized, polished, and lacquered applications that is equestrian themed. So equestrian events are mentioned, and you can see the different land masses that refer to different equestrian terminology. And that was based on a Jérôme Collier planisphere du monde equestre. So that is basically the origin of this dial base that sits on the lowest plane of a remarkably deep dial. This is all 30 meters water resistant, so you don't want to swim with it, but splash or rain is okay. Now, out back we have the H1837, which is a Vaucher-based, customized with Hermes monogram and a few unique styling elements that set it apart from a standard Vaucher movement. Vaucher, being the movement arm of Parmigiani, and Hermes is actually a major stakeholder, which is why Parmigiani watches, for example, feature Hermes straps. Now, it's an automatic wonder. If you look really close, you can see ceramic ball bearings for maximum efficiency. Also, that this is a 28 joule movement adjusted in a superb 5 positions, which is a high horology and chronometer standard. You can see the beveling is actually quite credible here. It's not particularly broad, but it is mirrored. And then we have a free-sprung balance architecture that makes this a particularly shock-resistant movement, also allows precise adjustment because all of the adjustments to the timing are going to be done with these variable inertia masses on the rim. So there's no mobile stud index that you push back and forth in a trial and error fashion, and nothing to be budged or moved if the watch is shocked. You can also see the Vaucher star on the base plate, as well as the name of the base caliber on which this is built and elaborated, with engine turning and also polished screws. And it's got a power reserve in this instance of 45 hours. And you'll note, even though there is not a seconds hand to this watch, it retains the underlying Vaucher movement's hacking function. So if for some reason you wish, you can stop the watch. It also features 2 barrels, which you can see up at the top, not for a particularly long power reserve, but to have a lot of torque and a very flat torque curve so that the watch keeps exceptionally consistent time from the beginning of its power reserve to the end. And that's really why 2 barrels are used here. A lovely watch and an unconventional take. It's a dual time, it's a world time, and it's sort of neither at the same time. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.